Hello family, my name is Chris, I am your home gamer dad, and I welcome you back to my next Transformers the deck building session, where we're going to be going up against one of the unique scenarios for this game that you can find in the expansion, Infiltration Protocol. So this scenario has its own unique setup, has its own unique rules to it and everything, and a lot of that stuff I'm just going to talk about when we get down to the table. Normally on these sessions, I've been playing with one particular Transformer, one robot going into it and everything. This one is fun because I have two that I've been playing. Yes, I have a double-handed one to do this because Infiltration Protocol can only be played either with co-op or team versus team. There's no real way to do it as a true solo with only one character. So you need the two to jump around the board in order to be able to, flip over the cards, fight all the adversaries, things along that way. So this is going to be an interesting one. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've played this so far 2 times, and I've lost both times. So, crossing fingers, third time's the charm. See what happens. Let's go ahead and get to this. Ready? And let's infiltrate. All right, here we go, everybody, getting ready to play Infiltration Protocol. I have 2 Decepticons that I'll be playing here, as I mentioned, and we are going to go ahead and just kind of do more of the setup than normal, than at least I've done for my previous sessions, because Infiltration Protocol actually sets up differently than your normal game. So for the first off here, we have the big deck, the one that you're going to be going through and putting in your technology and maneuver cards. So it's 16 tech and 16 maneuver. That would be 4 of each of the numbers, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 4 of each. And then you also have the robot Autobot and the robot Decepticons, 3 of each for each one of the numbers, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so that's 12. So 16, 16, 12, 12. You also have 7 sites in here as well. And then I've actually included the relics, if you can believe that, within this deck. So we may actually see a relic or 2 pop up because as far as the War on Cybertron expansion or new big box that just came out for Transformers goes, victory points don't mean anything right now for, solo and cooperative mode. But, for this particular game, I will be doing a homebrew that I have been working on that puts VP back into the game. So this way, whenever VP is earned, it's actually another type of resource that the Decepticons can use, or the Autobots, or whoever you play as, in order to be able to activate a few different things. Thematically, it works like you are seeing what achievements you have accomplished throughout the course of your mission, and you're using those victory moments in order to power yourself up somehow. And I'm running off of this list right here. As you can see here, this is actually a shorter list of effects that I've been working on. This was much longer before. And then also the VP amount that you would need to spend in order to trigger any one of these it went down a little bit because it's a little bit difficult to earn VP throughout the course of the game. But none of this really breaks the game at all. If you happen to earn the victory points by this, definitely go ahead and use them if you wish in order to gain any one of these abilities. Otherwise, stock them up. Maybe you can do a good end of game score for yourself and use that as kind of like, I've beat the game. It is awesome. This is my victory points. Next time I'm going to do better. Anyway, back to here we are. So that's what's in there. Technology, maneuver, Autobots, Decepticons, sites, relics. That's it. You may be asking yourselves, what about the allies? Do not shuffle the allies into the main deck. The allies, what you're going to do is you're going to take however many allies you have, and you're going to take 6 of them. I've actually done that already. That's what this pile is right here. I have all 6 allies that I have chosen. I've chosen 2, I think 3s, 2 4s, and 2 5s, and I hand chose these specifically. You can do it randomly or you can hand choose it, but I did mix it all together just because I don't know which one is going to be showing up, and I'll show you why you needed to do that actually right now. So you're going to take all that stuff, you're going to give it a good shuffle and everything like that, and then you have your main deck here, and what you're going to want to do then is you're going to want to make the matrix. When you make the matrix, you're going to first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw from the top of the deck however many cards would be in the matrix minus 2. So for a solo game, it's 3 rows of 4, so that would be 12 cards. I'm going to draw 10 cards from here. Let's move that to the side, and then you're going to take your allies. Again, you can hand choose 6, you can randomly choose them, it doesn't really matter, but you're going to take 2 of them, drop them onto it. So now you have whatever number you're supposed to have for your matrix and shuffle them together. This is basically guaranteeing at least 2 allies are in the matrix at the beginning of the game. Next thing you're going to do, now you would normally make the matrix here, and I'm going to do that in a moment, but what I would like to do first is take this and start making our piles. Remember, we have 3 piles here, and then a 4th pile that's always 5, being that this is solo mode. I believe cooperative is the same way. It's 3 piles of 7. Boom, there they are. So you have your 3 piles of 7, and then your last pile will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the rest of the cards, you know, they just go to the side. Maybe you'll use them for another game or something. So now what you would do here then normally is you would then shuffle in your level 1, 2, and 3 bosses and then your schemes. First and foremost, no schemes. No schemes whatsoever. No cooperative schemes, no Autobot initiatives, no Decepticon schemes. None of that gets shuffled in because a lot of that stuff is going to be used through this particular deck right here. There's 2 different ones. I'm going to go over them in a moment, but no schemes. What you are going to do though is, and I have this right here, just want to make sure I have them in the right way. I have a level 1 Autobot right here that I chose randomly and a level 2 Autobot that I've chosen randomly, and they're going to go there. I'm leaving this level 3 to the side because it's going to be something that calls upon later. Also, you are going to want to take whatever the special site boss is for, if you're playing solo or cooperative, you're going to take it for whatever the opposite faction is that you're going up against. I'm playing Decepticons, I'm going up against Autobots, so I'm going to be taking Metroplex right here. And this is all just going to be held to the side. Your level 3 boss that you've chosen, that I handpicked because I wanted to go thematic with this really. And then of course, your site boss. And again, I'm going to talk about what all that is in a moment because that relates directly to the Infiltration Protocol cards right here. Next thing, you're going to take the remaining allies that you have. You're going to take 2 of them, put them into one here and 1 here. And then from this, you're going to do your normal stuff. You're just going to shuffle in your deck, as you can see right here. Put that, so you have your pile D, pile C after it's shuffled goes here, shuffle pile B, and I've explained all of this in a video that I made before about how to create the main deck. It's just being Infiltration Protocol, it is a little bit different in terms of like your allies and when bosses are going to appear and all that other stuff. And with that said, boom, there is our main deck. Outstanding. So let me go ahead and make the matrix. Shoo! And here we go. We have our matrix fully laid out and ready to go. In addition to everything else, I have 20 damage cards here. These are standard damage cards that you would get in the core box or a Rising Darkness. Nothing, those special cards or anything like that. Nothing that came with War on Cybertron. Standard damage cards here. But what I do have are 2 basic cards. Now, there's 8 of each here. So I have a limited supply, as it should be. I was really thinking if I should just shuffle them together and whatever card was on top would be the option that I had to buy. But I decided just to leave them separate. So I have Rise Up, which you get from Rising Darkness, 1 power, 1 range, 1 movement with flight, and you may convert. And then Reinforcements. This is from War on Cybertron, 1 power, 1 range, 1 movement. Blocks is a blocking card, you may convert, and then it also can do a command or assist with Energon to that. So those I have options in order to buy in order to fill up the decks for the 2 Decepticons I have. And then I also have my Autobot encounter deck that I got from the, first core set. So there is the basic layout for Infiltration Protocol. Let's actually talk about this pile of card next. Infiltration Protocol comes with 2 different decks, Infiltration Protocol and Infiltration Scheme. Depending on what faction you're playing as, or if you're doing a team versus team, you're going to either use one, the other, or both. If you're playing as the Decepticons, you're using Infiltration Protocol, basically meaning that the Autobots are trying to stop you from infiltrating whatever base you're going into. And then if you're playing as the Autobots, you're going to want Infiltration Schemes. Basically, you are protecting wherever you're at, and the Decepticons are trying to break in. There are 6 cards here in each one of these decks. You're going to want to arrange them from phase 1 down to phase 6 and place them on the board. I like placing them, like I said, right over here. If you were playing a team versus team, they would actually be next to each other. And when you flip them over, depending on whatever is flipped, will only affect those factions. So anything that happens here, whatever the effect is for Infiltration Protocol cards, would only affect Decepticons. It would not affect Autobots. Infiltration Schemes would affect Autobots, but they would not affect Decepticons. In addition to that, as I said, for Infiltration Protocol, you're going to want to place the Metroplex site boss to the side. For infiltration schemes, I'm saying the same word so many times, I'm sorry. You're going to want to put the Siege Armature site boss to the side. I believe I scanned both of these, so you're seeing a better image of them anyway. And then just like with Metroplex, you're going to want to put level 3 bosses below it. So basically, these are just special sites and everything that go into the board and act like bosses that you'd have to go in and destroy in order to be able to proceed with the game. The way that this works is you're going to be moving around the board with your characters, doing the same thing you normally do, flipping cards, buying them, fighting adversaries, yada, yada, yada. But as you're doing that, you are going to be having to deal with the effects on these cards as you go through them. So what you want to do then is you want to either, it's the objectives that you want to complete on the protocols, or you want to thwart the ones that are in the schemes. Each card will have a different condition in order to complete the card. Once you have completed all 6 cards, you have won this particular scenario. So that is what we're doing right now. This will not get flipped over until the beginning of the first player's turn. Speaking of which, let's meet our Decepticons. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. I can't wait to do this one. We have Soundwave, which was in the Rising Darkness set. I really wanted to play him for you guys last time, but you guys wanted to see Starscream, so I played Starscream, but I'm playing as Soundwave right now. And then also I have Six Shot over here. Six Shot is a multi-changer. He has, as you can probably guess, 6 different transformations to him, and they are all underneath and around these cards and everything. I'm going to go over them momentarily. So let's actually, you know what, let's actually go over them right now. So Soundwave, as far as he goes, Decepticons you play have +1 move, which is awesome. Mini cassettes you play have +1 power. So you want to find those mini cassettes. For 1 Energon, you peek at all adjacent cards and flip one of them face up. Amazing. For 2 Energon, you gain 1 Decepticon or all Minicons from the destroyed pile. His alternate mode is this really cool car right here, this giant, I don't know, armored car, I guess? I don't know. You can pay 1 move from this card to flip an adjacent card face up. Absolutely amazing. He has 2 move. I do that actually quite often. As far as Six Shot goes, his bot form, when you defeat an adversary during your turn, gain 1 Energon. I don't know how much I'm going to do that because I'm going to be in a lot of different forms as I do this, but good one to remember. 2 Energon to destroy 1 starter card you control, then you could just gain a basic card, which is an awesome trade. And then 3 Energon to gain 1 Decepticon robot from the Matrix or the destroyed pile. So both of them have the ability to pull from the destroyed pile. Let's start going over some of his transformations, shall we? We have ourselves this crazy tank here. 1 movement, +1 power for 0 range when battling adversaries. So that's really good for taking out enemies. Obviously, he's a battle tank right there. He does have an alternate form of a tank. This is more of, I guess, like a land cruiser because you get a 3 movement. First time you are ambushed during your turn, avoid it while battling adversaries, -1 power. Very cool. And maybe not so cool with the -1 power, but in any case, you could always transform into this giant gun. The next Decepticon you play this turn has +2 power. This is probably something you'll transform into, do the effect, and then transform out of it. He also has a jet mode. There was no movement for the gun, by the way, but this jet only gives him 1 movement. I'm surprised that there's no flight to it. Discard 1 non-damage card, teleport to any non-adversary space in the Matrix. Actually, that's probably it, because he just flies into space and goes somewhere else. And then, of course, while battling adversaries, -1 power. And finally, his beast mode. You're allowed to start the game as any one of his 5 alternate modes, and this is the one I'm going to be picking. 2 movement, flight, and cards you control have +1 range. So there you go. You have to start in your alternate form when you begin the game. We have our starter cards here. I just want to kind of point out the starter cards right now. I have from World on Cybertron, I have 1 bold. Both of these are the same. 1 bold. I have 4 wrath. Here we go. Yes, yeah. So I actually have 2 bold because you need 6 of these. I have 2 bold and 4 wrath in both of these decks. I also have a fix, which is from Rising Darkness, resupply from World on Cybertron, firepower, and hunt from Rising Darkness. So as you can see, I'm kind of like mixing together the 2 different starter sets, but still maintaining the same basic core abilities for all of them. So there we go. We're going to shuffle that up, and we're going to place them into their start. Actually, we're going to draw the first starting cards here. So what do we got? Soundwave has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So we have 2 rats, a fix, a resupply, and a firepower. And Six Shot has a resupply, a fix, a Hunt, all right, a Wrath, and another Wrath. So just the Hunt. So these are their starting cards for each of them. I'm actually just going to do this, and I'm going to put it right here on 6-shot because we're going to start with Soundwave. But before we do anything else, why don't we go ahead to the board and put our guys down in their starting position. All right, I'm going to put Soundwave right here because he's really good at like flipping things, and I'm actually put 6-shot in the corner over here just because he's going to be flying around in his beast mode for a little bit. So beginning of the turn, before we do anything else, we're going to be flipping over the first Infiltration Protocol, and it is Phase 1 Infiltrate. Decepticons cannot convert to bot mode. That is why I chose really hard about which one that I want to make, 6-shot. Objective, buy and or defeat 2 different non-basic card types in a single turn. So that means I could either defeat an adversary and or buy something different in one turn, but it has to be non-basic, so these do not count. So long as this is facing up, I can't convert to bot mode. Also, as soon as you've completed the objective for this particular card, you will immediately vault it and you gain a victory point. So that is awesome. So now that we are ready to go, let's play some cards and start this up. All right, well, first things first, I'm definitely going to be playing Resupply. If you have no Energon, gain 2 Energon. Otherwise, gain 1 Energon. So this is something that's just going to continuously gain me Energon. The other version of this card from the original starter set was if you have 3 or less, you gain 1. But at least this will always gain me at least 1 Energon to be able to use. So now that's good. I have that. What I am going to use is, first I'm going to use this -1 in order to pay a movement, in order to flip an adjacent card, and then I'm going to use the movement from Resupply in order to flip the one I'm on. So I think what I'm going to do first is we'll use the movement from Resupply to flip the one I'm on. Oh, cool. We got our first, our ally. I definitely want this. Let's see. 4 power, ally, Mayhem, ongoing, pay 1 Energon, play the top card of your deck. That is awesome. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip. I'm going to flip this one. I'm going to flip this one over. A Relic, Talisman. For 8, it's 2 power and 1 movement. Not the best, but it does give me a cool block ability. All players avoid this attack and then gain 1 Energon. But also technology you control have +2 power, +1 range, +1 movement, and flight. That is great. Whenever you have a relic in your hand, it's played like a normal card. So for the remainder of that turn, all my technology would have that power. I could also just vault this immediately in order to gain 3 victory points. All right, now I got to determine what I want to do. So I actually do have the power to buy Mayhem right now. So I'm going to do that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 from firepower. So I got all that and I'll be able to buy Mayhem. And because he's an ally, he actually goes right into play. When bought or gained, put into play. So he's going to stay in play instead of going into a discard pile. I'm just going to put him over, like way over here for right now, just kind of out of the way. Hopefully something, let's put an ongoing on him. He's kind of far away from me, but I'm going to do my best. I can't always just play 1 Energon to play the top card of my deck. I won't know what the top card of my deck is unless I have something in order to look at it, but at least it's a cool thing in order to have. So see how that works out. And then finally, I do have Fix. I don't need to do any damage. I've used that already, so I can kind of just turn that to the side. So now I have 1 movement from Soundwave and then 1 movement from Fix. And I think Soundwave is going to move down here and he's going to flip this card over. Ooh, Scavenger. He's a Constructicon, 3 cost. Draw 1 card, then you may destroy 1 card from your hand. Soundwave needs Decepticons in order to be able to do stuff, which will be even better when he can actually transform. So we are probably going to try to buy him next turn. But with that, Soundwave is done. Let's go ahead and refill the matrix. He unfortunately did not buy any cards this turn, but that's all right. So we'll just go here. We're going to have a discard pile there and then kind of like play some more stuff on this side. It may get a little cramped here. I'm going to try to do what I can to keep it a little bit better, but all in play cards should be now over here. And then we are going to go ahead and put this back, grab these, and now it is 6-shot's turn. Any start of turn abilities here? Not that I'm seeing, because this is just an ongoing effect. Let's go to his hand and try to play some stuff. First and foremost, we are going to play Hunt, which is you may flip an adjacent card face up, and then he has a movement for Hunt as well. I think we're going to also flip over whatever it is that he is on. Good idea to try to see as much stuff as you can in the matrix right away. And you got to remember, there are no bosses here, though an adversary may pop up. So I'm going to flip this one, drop ship. You may move target character up to 2 spaces with a 3 power, which is awesome. And then, like I said, I'm going to pop this one open as well. Space Bridge, 1 power, 3 range, plus 1 power for each non-adversary robot in the Matrix. Teleport target character. All right, that's pretty cool. Not bad, not bad. Unfortunately, I only have 2 wrath, so I only have actually 2 power in order to be able to play. But what I am going to do is I'm going to resupply him as well. So he'll get 1, and then he will have another movement, and then he also has his fix as well. I don't have anything to destroy. Don't really want to destroy any one of these cards either by using one of those energons, at least not yet. I want to build up a little bit. So I'm going to move down, and I'm going to flip that card. Maybe it's something good. Who knows? You know what? I'm just going to flip it right now. Oh, it's Ram Horn. I would have been on here already, by the way, and then it would have flipped over. And he's actually a mini cassette as well. Ram Horn. Doesn't really matter with that. He's flipped over, so that means he has actually hit me with a, what is it? An ambush. So down here we go over to the encounter cards, flipping over the first one, lose 1 VP. I don't have any VP, and again, based on the way this is, VP doesn't mean anything. So really, this ambush does nothing. He's just a pathetic little cassette that's just running around like crazy. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to gain that VP that this little jerk would have killed me for. So we're going to go ahead and spend the 2 that I got from Wrath to defeat Ramhorn. And technically this is vaulted now because 6-Shot has beaten him. So I'm just going to shove vaulted cards underneath their character cards, just kind of build it up from there. And actually, before I even do that, just want to show you, he gains 1 VP. So that means, just put these here, I can gain 1 VP. So this way, 6-Shot can use it for something a little bit later. And I forgot that I have 2 more movement. He has 2 movement plus some flight. I'm not going to move too much, so I'm going to move down here. So I would have moved here first, flipped it to find Dr. Archville. Ooh, ongoing. Pay 2 less power to buy technology cards. Each technology you play has plus 1 power. Oh, that's a great one to have in conjunction with, what was it? This relic, but they're expensive, so, oh boy. All right, so we're good now. We're done. Let's refill the matrix. We haven't really put anything in anyone's discard piles. We've destroyed things. We've added allies, which is always a great thing. So there we go. Done, done, done. These 5 cards would have been drawn from Soundwave, by the way, at the beginning of the last turn. And now 6-Shot draws his last 5 cards as well. I'm going to move these over. We'll just leave them. That's fine. Anyway, it's Soundwave's turn. We have a bold, wrath, bold, and a hunt. So, yeah, I have 4 power in order to play with, and then some movement. Nah, let's just play the hunt first anyway. Flip an adjacent card, and let's see what's next to him. We'll go here, and we'll flip this over. And it is Wingman, maneuver, flight, block. If you block for another player, gain 1 victory point. Ooh, okay. And then 2 Energon for an assist plus 2 power. If this is the only assist resolved this game, this battle, I mean, gain 1 victory point. So that's a fun way to gain some victory points. But Scavenger here, draw 1 card, and then you may destroy 1 card in your hand. I think I'm definitely going to go for this before I do any movement. So all I have left is 4 power. So we're going to go ahead and spend 3 of them. And I'll plop Scavenger right down in here. This also is a Decepticon, so that'll boost him whenever he's able to transform again. So I use the flip ability. I still have 2 move and this move. I'm going to use this to flip an adjacent card, and then I'm going to move somewhere. Let's flip this corner over here. Ooh, Chromia. So an ambush doesn't happen because I was not in the space, so that's good. But if I move into the space, an ambush will happen. I think that's something that was added in War on Cybertron, where that effect happens, because I don't remember playing it that way. Moving into an adversary's space triggers it. But for right now, she's just going to stay there and do nothing. I am going to use the other movement from Soundwave to move up here, and that is going to end his turn. Let's go ahead and refill the matrix. And we're going to go ahead and just do this, reshuffle and redraw. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that there. And then we have a Wrath, Bold, Red, 5. I have 5 power for my turn. Oh boy, okay. Well, see what I can do next turn. At least I can flip whatever is there. So now it is 6-Shot's turn. And with a lot of his power, he's actually going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all that stuff. And we're just going to immediately buy Dr. Archville right here on the field. I don't think I have done this yet, buy or defeat 2 different types, so I have I really got to keep that in mind as well in order to be able to get more stuff and then, get rid of this protocol. Because the longer these things stay on the field, the harder it's going to be in the future. In any event, we got ourselves an ongoing ally right up here for 6-shot. He's going to be going after technology cards because they cost 2 less to buy, and they also gain an additional power. So that's going to be something he immediately does next turn. So these all go here. That's going to be the end of his turn. We'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's his draw pile. Okay, a little bit of movement, a little bit of... Okay, that's good. That's good, because I actually really... You know what I forgot to do? Hold on one second. I forgot to use his movement from last turn, so I'm actually going to move 1, 2. So that's from last turn, and now that ends his turn. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I forgot I should have put something in the matrix as well before I ended his turn. So his movement he used now, at the end of the last turn, we've refilled the matrix, we've given him more cards. All right, sound wave, sound wave, sound wave. Like I said, I have 5 power right now, which doesn't really do much of anything, but I do have 2 movement. Let's use one of the movements to flip whatever he's on, and then let's just use another one of the movements to flip over an adjacent card, just for the heck of it. All right, so we'll use this. We'll do the one that he's on first, just so I can see what I can buy. Blast off, a Combaticon. All right, why not? I wouldn't mind adding more Decepticons to him. 1 power, 1 range, 2 movement. Flight, next time you are ambushed this turn, you may teleport to adjacent space to avoid it. That's awesome. And then I'm going to flip this one over here. Helping Hand, block. If you block for another player, gain 1 victory point. Assist +2. So eventually when I start fighting, I'm going to want to bring guys together because maybe I can do some assists and some blocking, which is something I've never done before. In any event, I have 5 to spend. I will spend the 3 for Blast Off. And because he gives me flight already in terms of movement, I think I'm just going to grab reinforcements just to have an additional blocking ability for Soundwave right there. So he is going to get a basic block card into his deck. And this, unfortunately, will not satisfy the objective because that is a basic card, even though I bought 2 in 1 turn. All right, there we go. Let's put this here. Let me refill the matrix. Right here where Soundwave was. Now the boss might have appeared somewhere, the level 1 boss. So I have to be ready for that whenever that appears. So keep in mind any one of these new ones that have been added in could be the boss. All right, so come back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got Fix, Firepower, Bold, Hunt, and Scavenger. Very cool. Use that for next turn. Let's go here for 6-shot. Awesome. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play Hunt, just because I want to see what that card below him is. So that'll go down first, and then this will flip face up, which is Bludgeon, another Decepticon. Wow, a lot of Decepticons. That is great. I wish I could add him in, but I don't have enough power to do so. I'm actually going to use the Hunt movement right here and move over to Dropship. So we're over here. As much as I was thinking Space Bridge was good, I actually want Dropship in order to get the 3 power. Because remember, with his ally, this is then an additional +1 power. I also pay 2 less for it, so all I would need are these 3 Wraths to add the 5 cost Dropship to my discard pile. So now that is awesome. That is a huge power card in order to be able to have in my possession. I love it. And then I can also just do a basic resupply, so we'll get another Energon here, and we have another movement. I actually have 3 movement to play with between the resupply and the 2 from 6-shot. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll just kind of move around. We'll go 1, then we'll flip this for 2. Ionic Displacer Rifle. Wow, you may attack choose one option. Target character within range destroys a card of their choice or 1 damage. All right. I think I'm just going to move over here because I can move diagonal so long as I am in the beast form. So I can move back down this way if I need to help out Soundwave. Not many cheap cards here, but I do need to buy 2 of something. Maybe Soundwave will be able to. But again, with that card that I just got for 6-shot, I should have a lot of power in a particular turn in order to be able to maybe grab a maneuver and a technology. Because these 2 together, 3, that's 5 right there. And I can grab both of those and then get rid of that. Maybe I'll think about doing that next turn. We'll see. Well, maybe not next turn because I don't have it yet. So just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it? 5? Oh, okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what? Oh, I could. I have the movement, and that's a lot of power. Oh, that's gonna be great. Okay, cool. So now that I thought of that, and I'm gonna be able to do that, we're gonna work from there. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. What do I want to do for Soundwave? All right, well, first and foremost is gonna be Hunt. He's gonna flip what's below him, and he's gonna flip what he's on. So we'll do the trigger for the flipping below him first. Ground Bridge, all right, and then we're gonna trigger what he is on right here. Another ally, the Machinist. Ongoing, pay 2 less power to buy or defeat robots in the Matrix. To buy or defeat them? Oh, I don't think I have enough. I do have enough, and I'll show you why. I have 1, 2 from Firepower. I have 1 from Scavenger. I can also draw 1 card and destroy 1 card in your hand, which I am going to do actually. So let's just draw, resupply. That's fine. You may destroy. I'm not going to destroy anything in my hand, but I am going to play Bold. And what I am going to do is Bold has a pay 1 less power the next time you buy a card in this space you're in this turn. I'm going to spend that. So now the Machinist is 4, and that's exactly how much I have. So now I get to pay 2 less power to buy or defeat robots in the Matrix. Oh man. So you're a 2, you're a 3. Oh, that's great. I love these reductions. All right, so I'm just gonna put this one right here as the ongoing. I like this one better than Mayhem regardless. But man, that is awesome. And what's even better is I have a resupply right here. So I'm gonna play that and just take back what I had, which is awesome. And what else do I have? I haven't moved yet. I have the 2 move from Soundwave, I have this move, and then I have Fix, which is also a move. And I really don't want to destroy anything yet. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to use 1 move, and then we're going to pay 1 of the moves from Soundwave's vehicle to go here. So I'm going to flip over what's underneath 6 Shot, which is Long Haul, a Constructicon. That's fun. See, he can buy that, which is great. So that's 1, 2, so then we'll say Soundwave is done. And then 3, 4, Recon. 2 power, 1 movement. You may flip an adjacent card face up. Man, he's just looking at everything. And I think I'm going to end it right there. I'm gonna finish that. We've pretty much seen everything that we had. Let's refill the Matrix. We have 1, 2 more cards that we have to flip up. And then in this turn with 6 Shot, I should be able to buy these 2 and get rid of phase 1. All right, so let's put these all back. I have a lot of reduction. Oh man, this is great. A lot of opening build-up right now before we find ourselves fighting the boss. Come back here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zoop. Wrath, Bold, Hunt, Firepower. I can't believe I only got starter cards. I got to start culling those out. But here we are, 6 Shot. Let's go. We have 2 movement plus a Fix. Don't forget we have a Fix. Not that we need to fix anything or whatever, but we have 3 movement. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I could also spend some Energon to pay less as well for the Bolds. Maybe we'll just put these right down here. So we played these, and now these are all in play as well. So we'll do 1 movement over here. This is 2 because it's a technology. So we got that. And then we're going to go ahead. So that was 1. And then we're going to go 2 down here because he has flight. Because in his beast mode, he has flight. So I can do a diagonal. And then this is 3, which we have the 5 as well. So I'm going to buy Helping Hands as well. And by doing that, this is immediately resolved. Buy and or defeat 2 different non-basic card types in a single turn. That was a technology. That was a maneuver. Infiltration phase 1 has been completed. So these are going to go to his discard pile, and this is just going to get vaulted for 1 VP. So that's going to go up here. And based on my list, I can now do something if I need it, but I don't need any Energon or anything right now. So might as well just hold on to it until I need something else. That's it. That's what he can do. That all is there. This will not flip over until the beginning of Soundwave's turn, until the next player's turn. So let's just refill the Matrix with some new cards and some new threats and possibly some new fun gear. I didn't have any technology, right? No. Okay, yeah. So I got to start looking for as many technology cards as I can get with 6 Shot because that's just going to be the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 new cards. We have Fix, don't need it. Maneuver, Helping Hands, Technology, 4, so that it's a 3 power, but it's actually a 4 power because of Doc. It's a 3 power because of a 2 rate. Oh my god, this is great. Oh, this is awesome. I think I may just go defeat Chromia because I can. In any event, before we move on from there, it is Soundwave's turn. Let's go ahead and flip over the next protocol, which is Agitate. Start of turn, which is a start of turn effect. If you do not control 1+ ally, gain a damage. So as long as I have an ally, I don't gain a damage. During your turn, a combined 3 or more allies are either under Decepticon player's control or in the destroyed pile. So, Soundwave's turn, boom, it's beginning. Guess what? 3 or more allies have already been affected because we have them in our control already. Thus, phase 2 has already been completed. Unfortunately, there's no actual benefit for this, so it just kind of comes off, and we have done 2 out of the 6. The second one went really fast. What this also means is that the effect from phase 1 no longer applies as well, so now we can start converting again. And I can put this on the bottom of Soundwave. It technically gets vaulted into him, but it's like whatever. And there we go. Do I want to go and start collecting? I can get Long Haul. I can get Bludgeon. What do I got? I could. I could. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Hunt first. So that's going to be the first one I play. I'm going to move and I'm going to flip. So I'm going to move over 1 and I'm going to flip this card over, which is Mirror Response Mode. Choose one target a card player controls. This card becomes a copy of that card for the duration of the turn. Oh, that's really cool. That's awesome. I guess I would be better off if you have more assists going in or whatever. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use Firepower with my range of 1 and 2 power to go ahead and take Long Haul. Because remember, he is 2, because I pay 2 less power when you buy or defeat robots in the Matrix because of my ally. So 1 range, 2, so Long Haul is mine. Over, he's going to go to this card pile. I'm now going to take 2 man, I wish I had Flight. So I'm going to take 1 movement and we're going to go down to the Mirror Response Mode here. And man, I want to save these technologies. You know what, I'm going to go... I know. I'm going to spend 1 of my movement. I have 2 movement. I'm going to spend 1 of my movement to flip this guy over. Overkill. Holy jeez. And he's a mini cassette. And I pay 2 less. So he's free. He's free and he's a mini cassette, which is like ideal for Soundwave. All right. So, all right. Yoink. And then I have 1 more movement left. I'm just going to move back over to Recon over here. I have 3 left in my hand. We're going to put this here. And I think I am going to take a Rise Up, and we're going to put that there just to give him a little bit more flight, because I would have loved to be able to move over to Bludgeon and grab that. So there we go. That was a pretty good turn for Soundwave, getting a lot of stuff. I need to start now grabbing things in order to get rid of cards. Maybe I get rid of Wraps and Bolds and everything, because I'm getting a lot of Decepticons. All right, refill, refill. Remember, we don't flip this over until the beginning of 6 shots next turn. So... let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His deck is already starting to get a little bit big for my liking, but we get Blast Off, Reinforcements, Bold, Wrath, and Fix. All right, 6 shot goes. Let's flip over Protocol number 3. All right, start of turn. So this is going to happen at the beginning of every turn, including right now. Reveal the top card of the main deck, which is here. If it's a boss, place it in the Matrix. Otherwise, destroy it. The way you can get rid of this is by play 2 Decepticons this turn or any 3 different non-starter type cards. So it could be 1 Decepticon, 1 maneuver, 1 technology, a relic, a maneuver technology. You know, it's any type of combination of basic or starter cards. So that one's going to be a little bit difficult because we have to do the start of turn effect. All right, so let's just plop this right here. So now we're going to flip over the top card. And it is Sunstorm. So this is not a boss. This is an ally, unfortunately, or one of our whatevers. So it is destroyed. So it's going to go right next to here, and that's completely destroyed, out of the game. Well, it's not out of the game. As you know, our characters can bring them back, which I may want to consider doing that soon. I don't like that that's so bright. I may put it up here. Okay, so maybe the destroyed pile will be a little bit further away than I want it to be. I just don't want it to constantly glare from my light. Anyway, let's go ahead and start up 6 shots turn. It is his turn to go. Let's see. I have 2 out of 3, so I can't really even do. I have 2 technologies. and 1 maneuver, and the rest are starter cards. I also have not much movement to me. Sorry about that. I realized he was getting a little bit too far off camera. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and spend an Energon and convert Six Shot into another one of his alt forms. All right, so we have 3 movement right here with his fast vehicle mode. And I do have a fix as well in order to be able to get myself around places. Remember, technologies don't cost as much. They cost 2 less, and then those would be the ones I really want to put into my deck. So they actually also give me +1 power. So this is actually 3 power for a range of 2. I'm not going to go the range of 2. I'm only going to go for a range of 1, and this cost me 3, so I'm going to take this mirror response mode before I do anything else. All right, so now I have 4 movement. We're going to go 1 to flip this. Double dealer, ally, ongoing. Any defeated non-adversary robots, you may defeat any... Oh, I can defeat or buy any robot on the field if I have him. Oh, that's cool. Players may steal this card from you during their by spending 4 power. That's awesome. I love that. I think I'm going to hold off on that though. So you know what? I have it. So why don't we just go ahead? I'm just going to go and spend the 3 right now. And we're going to take double dealer and we're going to add that to our allies. So now, I mean, I'm not going to be stealing this or anything like that, but I can now battle or buy literally any robot on the field with 6 shot. And that is fantastic. All right. So I did 1, 2, 3, Bone Crusher. Oh, I know that. Do I have a bold? Did I grab a bold? Oh man, because what I have left is Dropship, which is technically 4 because of the dock right here. So it's a 4 power, and oh man, he's 5. I'm actually going to take a reinforcement and a rise up. So I spent 4 from that in order to build that up a bit. I'm going to start probably getting rid of some stuff. So let's go ahead and spend an Energon here to get rid of a starter card you control. I've already spent it and everything, so I'm just going to destroy Wrath, get that out of here, use that Energon, and there we go. That would be 6 shots. Turn. And this is also bad because now things are starting to get filled into the matrix, and this is going to start going down fast. This card is one that's really difficult to get through because it's just going to eat away at this deck. I really need to figure out a way in order to hopefully, I think maybe Soundwave can do it. Unfortunately, not next turn. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at all those starter cards. Look at all that stuff that he's... Man, all right, well, we'll figure out 6 shot next turn. Let's head on over to Soundwave. So, we're going to flip this over. Oh, it's a boss. It's a level 2 boss. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay, hold on a second. So now I forget what the ruling is, and I can't find my instruction manual at this moment. It's just going to take too much time. But I believe if a boss is revealed, which it now is, it says placed into the matrix, I get to take any one of these face-up cards and destroy it in order to be able to, put this guy down. And I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get rid of Bludgeon, because Soundwave has the ability in order to pull things back from the discard pile, from the destroy pile. And so Broadside now goes. He's an Autobot boss, a level 2 Autobot boss, by the way. Reveal attack, which I have to do now. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck and discard all revealed Decepticons, then resolve an ambush. So it is Soundwave's turn. So, number 1, that's fine. Number 2, discarding Scavenger, because it says discard, so it goes in here, so I don't have any ability to it. We're also going to do a boss reveal attack for an ambush, which is lose 2 Energon, so everybody loses 2 Energon. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's 2 from 6 shot and 2 from Soundwave. Gone. Ooh, man. All right, that was rough, but that's okay. So now we're going to have to be able to defeat Broadside, which also means that one of these 4 cards here is the level 1 boss as well. So we definitely want to get rid of that at some point too. I have to defeat Chromia here as well, because in solo or cooperative mode, in order to defeat bosses, you have to, defeat the face-off boss. This also has if you have +2 Energon, gain 1 damage. If you have 4 or more Energon, gain 2 damage. So right now we're at very minimal Energon. I'm going to put the start of turn here to try to remember that. And yeah, go from there. All right, what do we got? What do we got? How much movement do I have, actually? I have 3 movement, 4 movement, because I have Blast Off. You know what? It's time to transform. Go for it, Soundwave. Let's go! All right, so he may not have much movement, but he does have a lot of great abilities for him. And now we have Blast Off here, which will technically have 3 movement to him because Decepticons have +1 movement from Soundwave. Also with Blast Off, the next time you are ambushed this turn, you may teleport to an adjacent space to avoid it. I don't think I want to do that because I need to be in the same space with Chromia. He does have 3 movement though. You know what, we're just going to go right at her. We're going to go, because it's flight, so it's 1. Do I want to flip it? All right, I'm going to flip it for 2. Ooh, a relic, Enigma of Combination. +1 power for each non-adversary robot in the Matrix. For each robot you control, if you were to put this card to your discard pile, you may put it into your vault instead. So you can play it and then immediately put it into the vault. That's interesting. All right, so 1, 2, 3 over here to Chromia. And now she is going to hit me with an ambush. And this is just Soundwave. He's just getting this. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a starter, gain 1 damage. Otherwise, destroy it. I think this is a starter. I hope it's a starter. Of course, it's resupply. But I don't destroy it, though. I don't. However, what happens, that stays there. And I gain my first damage of the game. All right, so remember, if you get 5 or more of these, if you control 5 or more of these at any one time, then the game immediately ends. So I think I'm okay for right now. I'm also going to play the Wrath right next to it. With the machines, I can pay 2 power, pay 2 less power for fighting robots. So I'm going to go ahead and 1, 2, and beat Chromia. So she is a robot. She is 2 now instead of that, and that's great because then I can get 2 victory points for Soundwave. Broadside is a boss. He may be a robot, but he's not classified as a robot. So that ability of getting 2 less on him does not apply. However, he is now open to be attacked. So Chromia is going to go underneath Soundwave into his vault. I got to make sure these damage cards stay apparent. Maybe I'll just put that over there for right now. And he does gain 2 victory points, which I can use in a little bit. Which, you know what? Let's just go ahead and fix right now. I'm just going to get rid of this damage card and not have to worry about it. Put that right back up here. Yeah, I just shuffled 2 of them together just to make it a little interesting, see which one is going to pop up. They both do the exact same thing. It doesn't matter at all. It's just something I wanted to do just to make it a little more interesting. Anyway, we got these last 2 things here. I got 2 more movement and 2 more power that I can use. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 1, and we're going to use our second movement for this. Death from Above. Oh, flight block 4. All right, I can't afford it just because I don't have any, what is it? I don't have any more power, but I do have 2 power, so I'm going to go ahead and buy one of these reinforcements. I also don't have any more Energon, so I can't use Fix's ability to destroy a starter card, which I would have loved to do. Otherwise that, we are good to go right there. So we got these 2 cards into his hand. Let me reshuffle. All right, 1, 2, 3. So now he has 5. Please have 2 Decepticons. Please have, he only has 1. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. All right, so we refill the Matrix. And then it's 6 Shot's turn, which again, the problem now is that because the level 2 boss is here, one of these is the level 1 boss, there are no more bosses within the deck. So that means no matter what I flip over, it's a maneuver, is immediately destroyed because of Escalate. So now I have to play 2 Decepticons or 3 of any different non-starter type cards. So, and I can't do that yet with 6 Shot because he doesn't have the ability to do it. At least 6 Shot doesn't have any Energon, so Broadside's ability doesn't activate either. What I am going to do, though, is I am going to spend 2 of my victory points right here. So I'm doing that for 6 Shot. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards here. And then bold, I can go ahead and pay 1 less power for the next time you buy a card in your space because I actually kind of want the Decepticon that I'm on top of to go into the deck. So I'm going to do that. So Bone Crusher is going to go into 6 Shot's discard pile, which is good. And then I'm going to go ahead and play Resupply immediately to gain 2 Energon, which is great because he needs it. So now I have 4. I actually have 4 movement. And I know one of those is a boss. What do I want to do? We're going to go 1, 2, flipping for 3. Hi, Scrapper. And 4 over here onto the ground bridge. I'm not going to buy the ground bridge yet, even though I would love to. but I could use it as a block, and if I block it, I can gain an Energon or teleport. I just don't think it's going to be worth it for right now. So we're not going to buy anything like that. This is going to be the end of 6 shots turn. So he's going to refill the matrix for 1, and then we're just going to hope to see what we can do. All right, so that was spent. These all go here. I've not been able to get rid of many starter cards at all, so I got to do that. All right, 1, 2. So that's 5. I got to figure out how to get more Energon as well. Hunt, Firepower, Bold, Crush. Oh, man. Again, all starter cards. I mean, I could use Fix next turn in order to get rid of some stuff, which is probably what I'm going to do. All right, start of next turn. It's Soundwave's turn, so I don't have to worry about Broadside because I don't have the Energon. However, we're going to be revealing a relic. Oh, the relic's destroyed because of the Escalate. There we go. What do we got? What do we got? One, like I have a lot of power and everything like that, but I don't have any. I could resupply. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to resupply. So now he's going to get 2 Energon, which is really nice to have. And then I could possibly get another one as well. All right, so I have 4 movement because Long Haul enables me to get 4 movement. Actually, it's 5 because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I get +1 move from Decepticons that I have in play. So I have 5 movement here. Do I just go and reveal these? Why not? So we're going to move 1, flip for 2, Faces, Sealum, Construct, whatever, it's an ally. Ongoing, +1 power, 0 range on your turn for each other ally in play, including those controlled by other players. Oh, that's interesting. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there he is. Oh, how appropriate. Blaster opens up, comes at, Soundwave. Reveal attack, gain 1 damage. If there is a mini cassette in the matrix, discard 1 card. There are no mini cassettes in here at all, including for Soundwave, but I do get a damage, but I don't have to resolve an ambush. All right, so we're just gonna put another damage card over here. That's fine. I don't think I have enough to defeat him because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. He has a power of 6, and I'd have to do the whole shuffling thing or whatever. And his encounter card could be really, really terrible. Adversary robots cost 1 more power to defeat and give no rewards when defeated him. Oh, man, that stinks. And again, he's not a robot, so I just have to beat him, but dang. I do have 1 more movement left, so I am going to move over here to Recon, and I'm going to purchase Recon. Throw that into his deck to at least get a little bit of something going on there. And I think that's about the best I can do right now. So Soundwave is done. And refill the matrix like so. Let's do 5. 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1 Decepticon, but it's a mini cassette. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I may actually, you know what? I may go back and fight Blaster with Soundwave next turn. Okay. 2 plus Energon, gain 1 damage. So now at the beginning of 6 shots, he actually will gain a damage. And then I have to reveal the top card and destroy it, which is Strafe. Goodbye. That's not fun. So we'll just put this over here as his damage. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You avoid all ambushes. You draw this turn, eh? All right, so first I'm going to play Fix in order to get rid of this damage card, which is fine. I think what I'm going to do... All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to move. Now remember, as this vehicle, first time you were ambushed during your turn, avoid it. So here we go. We're going to go... I'm going to give this a shot, see how this works. 1, 2, 3. So now we have moved into this place with Broadside. He would ambush me, but I would avoid it. So I don't even know if I'm just going to flip it anyway. It doesn't really matter. Gain 1 damage. I avoided it, whatever. It's not a reveal attack, so it doesn't hit, It does not hit Soundwave. We're now going to transform. And I convert it into my gun. So the next Decepticon you play this turn has +2 power. So now that's going to be a +4 right here, which is awesome. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have 5, 6, 7, which may seem like a lot, or may not seem like enough because he has an 8, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do Energon for the Confront ability for Bone Crusher, which is +2 power. So Confronting, which is what I'm doing right now, will give me an additional 2 power. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I wish I had something else, but all I have is a Hunt here, which isn't going to do me much. I might as well just play that now to flip this card just for the heck of it. Drag Strip, a Stunticon. That's really cool. Man, I wish I had him. Regardless, I have 9 power now going up against Broadside. Let's see what we can do. Ready? And to the encounter deck. I'm still only playing 1 Decepticon this turn. No other different non-starter type cards, unfortunately. So phase 3 is still there, but I'm feeling more confident in my abilities. Plus, 6 Shot's ability to just do that 1 power was awesome. Here we go. Destroy 1 maneuver card you control. If none, gain 2 damage. That is awesome. Yes, I gain 2 damage, which is kind of like a whatever. But I have no maneuver cards to control, thus nothing is actually affected. So even though I have 2 damage, Broadside has been defeated, which is even better because then I gain 4 victory points, which I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to need at least 2 of them to gain some Energon. So we'll put the 4 victory points up here for 6 Shot. We're going to go ahead and vault Broadside right there, which is awesome. Maybe I'll do that a little bit later for other stuff, but for right now, this is the end of 6 Shot's turn. He can't take any more actions because we did a confront. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we got? What do we got? I got a technology, I got a basic, and 2 starters. Oh, 1 away from being able to get rid of that card. Ugh. This is what's going to kill me. This is 100% what's going to kill me, is this Escalate card right here, because now it's Soundwave's turn. There's no other adversaries cost 1 more. Well, it doesn't matter. He's not an adversary. Well, adversary robot, so that wouldn't have mattered, so because it's a boss. If I was fighting something, then it would have been 1 extra power to defeat with no reward from Blaster, but that didn't count. Anyway, flips over. There's my other ally. It's gone. That's terrible. Now it is Soundwave's turn. What do I have again? Man, okay. I have 1 mini cassette. I gotta go fight Blaster. I think that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, so I'm gonna play Fix first. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. We're gonna get rid of this damage card, and then we're gonna move on over to Blaster, and unfortunately he is going to ambush me. So I don't have anything to stop it. Destroy 1 relic in your discard pile or 1 you control. If none, gain 2 damage. Oh, man. 2 damage. Ow, Blaster. All right, so that goes there. But now we can go ahead and start doing some confronting. So Overkill, mini cassette. He is 1, 2. He gets +1 power because of that, so he's 3. And I'm going to spend this for a confront. Oh, it's 2. All right, I'm going to do it. I need the extra power just to be safe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 power. 9 power. Do I want to do that, or do I want to spend only 1 Energon? No, we're going to do that. 9 power. I have 9 power because I could have spent only 1 for Wrath, and it would have been 8. No, we're going to go 9. We're going to go 9. So that's what it is. It's 1, 2, 3 because of the extra power. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, man. Here we go. Confrontation. Add X to the adversary's cost, where X is the highest cost of a non-boss card currently in the matrix. Are you kidding? So he gets 8. He gets 8 added to his skill, which means that nothing happens because I could not beat him because Blaster went all wild and crazy on me right there. All right, well, that stinks. Oh, it's a waste of Energon. All this is gone. And that is the end of Soundwave's turn, unfortunately. Oof. Oof, Soundwave. Oof, that stinks. What do we got? 1 Decepticon, 1 basic. I wish I had a starter. I wish I had a maneuver. If I had a tech or a maneuver, I could have gotten rid of that escalation. All right, here we go. Now it is 6 Shot's turn. Let's go ahead and reveal. Ground Missile is gone because it's always going to be a non-boss card because this is the only other boss in the game. Okay, let's see here. All these different things that I have. Well, first things first, let us resupply. All right, so I got 2 here, which is good. I I can't move. I mean, I can move. I can fly as this weird gun with this. Do I want to go anywhere? I'm going to flip this one over with that one movement just to kind of see what it is. Hey, technology. Plasma Destiny Charge. You may attack target player, destroying one card in their hand. If blocked, destroy this card. Confront plus 5 power. Destroy this card at the end of your turn. Oh, that's only costing 3. So I'm going to spend these 3 right here. So I've used that movement. That's fine. So that's 1, 2, 3. And this one, fun one, gets added right there. Oh, that'll be fun when I actually have to fight something. I'm going to go ahead and convert 6-shot to his race car mode once again, just so I can get some movement in. I think where I want to go, I'm going to move myself up here. So it's going to be 1, 2, and then flip this over for 3 just to see what it is. Oh, it's our first sight. Energon Mine Stall, finally. Place 8 Energon from the general supply here. Pay X move, gain X Energon from this card. When it's depleted, it's gone. So 8 Energon, that's great. And I do have 1 movement left, so I'm just going to take that for the Energon. So that's there. I do have this Ionic Displacer Rifle. I could get the Space Bridge, but I'm not going to, and I really don't want any more other things clogging up my deck. So I'm going to say that 6-shot's turn is done. We'll replace this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, come on. Technology, maneuver, technology. I need to get a Decepticon in my hand really badly. All right, what do we got? That one's gone. High voltage electric cannon, for those of you that, because it's probably hard to read it here. All right, what do we got here? I feel like I just had Blast Off. Blast Off, I don't even have enough to fight Blaster. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is reinforcements, and I'm going to convert for free. And as a truck, we are going to get out of here. So we're going to go 1 movement from reinforcements, 1 movement from Soundwave, and then I'm going to use his second movement as a truck to flip an adjacent card. Dodge. Oh, that's fun. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 movement left along with a Wrath. So I'm going to use 1 movement to zip myself up here right next to 6-shot. And then, yep, 3 left. So we'll take that 5 off. We'll put 2 here. And that means now I have 3 Energon that I just kind of took from that Energon mine for the rest of my movement from these cards. I don't think I really want anything else right now. Even though I have all that extra like power and everything and some range. No, that's it. That's it. That's all I'm going to do for right now because there's nothing else I want in my deck. Unfortunately, now that's going to be 2 cards that are destroyed. But let me see. 1, 2. Let me shuffle. 3, 4, 5. Tell you, that escalation card, that's the card that kills you. See? And again, I have these starter cards here. If I had a maneuver or technology. So end of turn, nothing gets refilled in the matrix. So Blaster actually gets destroyed, which is fine. Beginning of the next turn, which is 6-shot's turn, he's going to destroy the top card in the matrix here. We are running low. We are probably going to lose because of we're going to get decked out. But at least maybe I'll be able to fight and defeat Blaster beforehand, which I have. That's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this technology card can choose 1 target card player controls that becomes a copy of the card for duration. I can copy dropship completely. So I don't have any movement. Well, I do have movement. I have 3 movement. You know what? Let's convert. 1 battle tank ready to go. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Do I have anything here else? It's a maneuver card. I could block whatever he comes at. You know what? I'm not. Whatever. That's fine. All right. So we're just going to take that 1 movement over here. And because we jumped on the Blaster spot, he is going to hit us. And that means we get reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a starter, gain 1 damage. Otherwise, destroy it. All right. What is it? Well, that's destroyed because it's a basic card. That's all right. At least I didn't gain a damage. All right, so once again, what do we have? Remember, we have +1 power being in the spot, so we automatically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because of technology, so that's adding 1, 8, 9, and then we're going to mirror this one, so 10, 11, 12. I think they're both technology, so it's either 12 or 13. I'm going to say I have 13, so I have 13 power finally going up against Blaster. All right, as we know, things get shuffled back in. I probably could have used that 13 in order to buy a relic, but I'd rather get rid of Blaster and say that I did it. And that's really, really what's matter to me right now. So here we go. Lose 1 victory. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Destroy 1 maneuver card you control. If you control a non-gain 2 damage. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. It's destroy 1, so Helping Hand is actually destroyed, so that's gone. But that still means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then again, 7, 8, 9, or 10, doesn't matter. That's enough to beat Blaster. So at least we can say that we defeated 2 of the bosses that were in here. And I'll take these 2 away and give 6-Shot a 5 because we're able to vault up Blaster right there. And that's going to be my turn for 6-Shot. So we're going to go ahead and refill the Matrix. And just who knows we don't have many turns left. This is going to end really badly. All right, these go back. Let's redraw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch this be exactly what I needed. Nope, not even close. Oh boy. All right, Soundwave's turn. And into here we go. For Rack and Ruin is in the destroyed pile right now. And as far as his go, basic Decepticon. I gain at least 1 Energon, so let's play that right away. Plop that right in there. I'll put this one down here also to gain another movement. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 movement. I'm going to spend one of those movements here in order to take one of these energy, and then it's going to be, actually it's 4, so I'm going to take another one. And we're going to go 1, 2 down the Scrapper, and I'll spend Scrapper, Scavenger, and Rise Up in order to get Scrapper into the deck, which at this point, unfortunately, doesn't really matter, because by the time I get all of these Decepticons, it's going to be too late. It's going to be way too late, and I really don't want to buy any more cards, because I don't want to like clog up my deck anymore. Can I do anything? Draw 1 card, then you may destroy 1 card in your hand. You know what, Scavenger? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's draw 1 card. So we have Scavenger, we have a basic, we have another basic. Damn it. Oh, out of anything that should have been anything else besides that. If it was a technology, if it was a maneuver, then at least we would have beaten it, but I don't think we're going to win this one, guys. And actually, I can tell you right now we're not going to, because this is going to replace. It's going to get to 6-Shot's turn, which then this is going to get destroyed. And now there's going to be no more here for the end of his turn. So even if I manage to destroy it, that's it. So yeah, escalate right here. Very bad. One of the worst ones. Reveal the top card of the main deck. If it's a boss, place the Matrix. Otherwise, destroy it, which we've been doing every turn. Play 2 Decepticons this turn, or any 3 different non-starter cards, which I keep getting starter cards. I kept getting too many starter cards in my hand. So let's just go over what the rest of the phases are, shall we? Phase 4 was Penetrate. Start of turn, flip a card in your space face down. If it's already face down, gain 1 damage. So whatever you're on would have to be face down, or else you're taking damage. When you flip a card in the Matrix face up, if there's now no face up cards in the Matrix, this would have been done. That's great because I had so many cards flipped up. Oh, that would have been easy to do. Phase 5 was Siege Mode. Upon revealing it, you would place Metroplex in the Matrix as if it was a boss. Then I would shuffle that 1 random level 3 Autobot into the top 5 cards of the main deck. So that would have been the card I'd have to go and fight at some point. I'd have to contribute non-duplicate cards while on Metroplex until there's a combined power of 6 for each card you contribute. But see, that wouldn't have been so bad too, because I would have just kept throwing. I had so many cards in my hand that would power that up and everything and make sure that I would get 6+ that I would have been able to destroy Metroplex. But just getting to that point, that was difficult. And finally, Phase 6, Full Invasion. If an Autobot boss is in the Matrix, all adversary players gain 1 damage. Oof. Otherwise, reveal and destroy the top card of the main deck until you reveal a boss, then place it as usual. You cannot confront the level 3 boss while any adversaries are in the Matrix. That's normal. Defeat the level 3 boss to win the game. So that's the 3rd loss for me when it comes to Infiltration Protocol. Man, that is tough. I mean, I've only been playing as the Decepticons. I haven't played it as the Autobots yet. Maybe I'll do that a few times and I'll play that for you guys at some point as well. But that 3rd phase, like, I feel like that once, I've only gotten through it once. The 2nd time I played the game, I managed to get through it. But then everything else comes in and just keeps hitting you hard and hard and harder. And that escalation really moved through the main deck really, really fast. Like, I couldn't keep up with it at times, and I was just, I decked out every time. Like, the damage was never a problem. I was always able to keep that away and everything. And then I never got to the third boss to be able to fight that one either, to see how I would do there. But man, it's a tough thing. And I think I need to like readjust my strategy a little bit. Like, the third phase really wants your deck to be different things, and I need to get rid of starter cards sooner and put different types of cards in it. Maybe I got to figure out another way to do it. Maybe you guys know something better. Have any of you out there played Infiltration Protocol? What do you think about it? Do you think it's a good like scenario that was added to this game? Like, I really love it. It's cool. I loved all the new cards in it. I love all the new characters and everything. Six Shot is amazing. But what do you guys think of Infiltration Protocol as a whole? Have you done it? Have you played it? Have you beaten it? And what advice could you give to everyone out there for those that are curious either to pick it up or to, you know, hopefully beat it one day for themselves? In any event, thank you guys so much for checking out this session. This was a lot of fun. And again, I may play the Autobot one for you guys at some point, but I do know that the next one that I want to do is the Dinobots. And I want to use a lot of the War on Cybertron things. I want to use the missions. I want to use the ruins. I want to use, what else is there? The polities. I'm going to try those out and everything. And of course, I want to play the Dinobots. I may do that two-handed as well. This was fun doing two-handed. It wasn't as difficult that I thought it was going to be. So 2 Dinobots at once going through all that should be pretty interesting. And that'll actually lead me up also to my next session for Clash of the Combiners, which I can't wait to do because Devastator was awesome and I want to play as Superion so badly. That means if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the Home Gamer Dad so you don't miss any future Transformers, the deck builder action, or any other fun video I happen to put out for you to enjoy. If you're in the position to help the channel even further, a super thanks is always welcome, or you can head on over to patreon.com/homegamerdad in order to check out the various tiers there. You'll be able to get early access to videos, multiple voting options for various characters that I'm going to play for future sessions for not only Transformers, but I have the G.I. Joe deck builder coming out, Mission Critical I did before, all types of crazy stuff like that. So check out those tiers and consider joining the Patreon Home Gamer Dad family. But in any case, your view, your share, your comments, your likes, I greatly appreciate those. They are more than enough for me, and I thank you guys so much from my bottom of my heart for all of it. Take care of yourselves and each other. We are family forever, gaming together. Maybe at one point I'll be able to beat this scenario. Who knows? But for right now, the Decepticons have been defeated. We have been kicked out of whatever the facility was that we tried to get into. And, you know, there's always next time. Till then, you guys have a good one. And I'll see you later.